I am always recording.
Welcome back.
Recording
to
in
the
progress.
Positive Shift Summit, where we have brought together dozens of experts sharing insights on spirituality, transformation, and personal development. Your host for this session is Jennifer Takagi. Jennifer is the 12-minute success coach, as well as the creator of Destined for Success, a program that provides one-on-one clearings and coaching. She has another amazing guest coming right up. Take it away, Jennifer.
Hello, everybody coming back to join us. So I keep having this camera problem. It works, it doesn't work. We're back to it doesn't work. But it doesn't matter. Thank goodness I had another one to fill in. This time I have the opportunity to hang out with Albert Corey. And his talk title is How to Make Business Profitable with Less Stress and Capital. Brace yourself for the boardroom hero who's been beefing up bottom lines for almost 40 years. He's had 2 Amazon bestsellers tucked under his arm. Albert, talk to us. How did you come to know about make your business profitable with less stress and capital?
Thank you, Miss Jennifer.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, thank you, Miss Jennifer. I've been in business for almost 40 years. Well, part of the way you got to get yourself more profit is you just have to start doing things a certain way. It's like one of the ways is you got to know the difference between good credit and bad credit. Bet you nobody doesn't know what that is. So good credit is, guess what? If you're spending money to move your business forward, maybe taking a class. By the way, everybody needs to take notes because this will really push a business forward. So good credit is what are you doing to move your business forward? Maybe you took a class. Maybe, you have to buy extra equipment to make a better podcast. But you're still doing something to move your business forward. Even if it means going out and buying Starbucks. Okay, Starbucks is one of those middle ground. Then we'll go to bad credit. Because yes, Starbucks could be $7, and that's considered kind of like bad credit. But Miss Jennifer, if it means I'm going to spend $7 and I can get you to come and talk to you and see how we can work together, that's good credit. Bad credit is if you go out to dinner all the time, which is a no-no, maxing out your credit cards for garbage, that's bad. That's one of the over 14 different things in the last 40 years of business we're using to get, better increasing your profits with less stress. Because if you have a better bottom line, right, Miss Jennifer, you're going to feel better and have more money in your pocket.
And that's what it's all about.
The bottom line. What really happens, let me tell you something, Miss Jennifer, what really happens is, raise your hand. You ever heard somebody say, oh, I won the lotto. I won $14 billion, right? You heard that on the news?
I've heard on the news.
Right. Well, the right now, the big mega jackpot is like $40 billion. But here's the trick. You could have all that money, but could be gone. I mean, how many times you heard all that money gone in 3 years? So what's your bottom line? I mean, you need what's left at the end of the month. So that's what we show you at Coin Associates Accounting Services, where we're showing you how to have a better bottom line. Because top line revenue really doesn't matter. It's what you have at the end of the month. Is that a good explanation? Some of them?
No, but I love that. I was at a conference and I overheard a woman who has a 7-figure business
Right.
make the comment, well, I just wish it were in my bank account. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really different. A 7-figure business with 7 figures in the bank versus a 7-figure business, but you don't have
negative money. Right. But see,
Yeah.
but the trick is on that is that's fixable. See, when you're working with us at Coin Associates Accounting Services, that's fixable. You got to know how to cut the fat, baby. You got to start cutting the fat. You're maxing out those credit cards, and guess what? But you're not maxing out credit cards. Here's the one tip I used to get people and gets me in trouble when I started. Ready for this one, Jennifer? Guess
I'm
what?
ready.
Are you willing to max out your credit cards? Most people are saying no, but if you're doing it for good credit to take your business forward, the answer is yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's like tip one. I don't know how many tips we're supposed to have.
Oh, I got plenty of tips. Tip number
Yeah.
two is
Okay, this is just how to. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't looking for a number. Okay, so max out your cards for good reasons.
right.
Okay, moving along. Go ahead.
So another thing I would tell you is make sure whoever's doing your accounting stuff, make sure they know all the deductions. It's like the story when I speak on national stages is, guess what? You ever try to cut a tomato with a squishy knife? What happens? Squish.
Goes everywhere.
Thank you. It's the same thing whoever's doing your tax returns. Whoever's doing your tax returns, or for that matter, anything in business, what are you doing? Okay, does he know what you deduct? I mean, if you're in the woo-woo space, does he know that you might have to spend money on VAs? Most accounting people don't even know what a VA is. Most people wouldn't even know that, heaven forbid, you went and paid for a mastermind course. They're going to say, well, you lost money. What was your ROI? Well, guess what, though? A lot of times ROI, when you go to some of these events, is not instant. I mean, we met because my ROI is hanging out with Kimberly was, right? I met you. So the ROI is not...
it's one of those things. The ROI isn't necessarily a dollar for dollar
right.
return.
Right. So that's another thing. Another cool thing is, here's another way you can increase your profits. Okay, start hanging around people that are going to start moving your business forward. Remember the old saying that you're around the 5 people? You are the 5 people. Your net worth is around your next 5 people. Well, guess what? Start being around 5 people. Heaven forbid you start around the 5 people that are going to push you forward. They're not worrying about like the Dolphins losing, on breakfast football. We're worrying about how to take a business forward or what can you do that are pushing you forward. They're your number one cheerleaders for better or for worse. Yeah.
I love that. You have to surround yourself with the right ones, right? I was talking to somebody about that today, and she said, have you had to cut people out of your life? And I said, well, I haven't really cut people out of my life, but I have chosen who I want to share what with.
Right.
And added in more people that provided more support and more,
that's right.
Help up level my game. Yeah, that's a great one.
And here's a new one that nobody ever thought of that I realized that when I'm speaking on stages, what to say. Here's one simple trick. Can I tell you a simple way to increase your profits without stress? Ready for this one?
Yes.
Click
please.
on every single link somebody ever, obviously make sure it's not spam, but subscribe to every single newsletter. If somebody gives you, I'm sure when you're on events and stuff, they say, hey, click my link for a free referral or just to talk to me. You talk to them. Because guess what? I mean, I click on everybody's link and 90%, remember we met, great example, right? I clicked to talk to you and we became friends. If I didn't click the link, we wouldn't have became friends. And full disclosure, obviously I want you to click the link to go and buy something. But if you don't buy something, you now become a friend. I mean, and if the guy is a creep, and I've had a couple of those, who said, well, wait a minute, well, why'd you come on this call for? I said, because I wanted to meet you, become friends, and maybe we can work together. Maybe you don't have nothing that I need from you today, but maybe we work together. Maybe if we see each other at an event, we can go and hang out and have dinner or drink or do something. So you click on every single link and download every freebie, because you never know what's in that freebie that's going to take you to the next level.
Excellent. Awesome.
Sure.
Where else is my hidden money, man?
Well, Another part of hidden money is, and this is kind of controversial, what I say, is if you're going to have a business, make sure your business is open. And again, let me give you one that everybody can do simply. You have a business. Everybody who has a business, make sure you open it up, a bank account in a real bank. Let me explain that. Okay, you need to have a bank account if you want to start increasing your profits. So you got to have your bank account in, like, the big five, Chase, Wells, Citibank, Bank America. Yeah, they're big and maybe the fees are a thing, but they have all the services. Like if you have one of the bigger banks, they have a bigger Zelle. So if you're like having the type of business that you got to Zelle people money, your contractors and people, you understand though, is make sure, right. Another thing is when you work with the bigger banks, they have more to offer you, like out of the box. If you got okay credit, they're going to give you a credit card. They will give you a credit card. That kind of thing. And you can get business credit cards. A lot of these big, all these little credit union stuff, or the little banks, they don't have nothing to offer you. That's my opinion. The only good advantages of small banks is that, you can have a good relationship, which sometimes that might help you if you need something in a pinch.
That was a big question when I started my business, was which bank do I want to go to? And we have a bank, it started locally in Oklahoma, but there are multiple branches and they've branched out to other states and they have all the services. And I'm friends with one of the guys who's a branch manager, and that has worked out very much to my favor to have a friend
always.
that's a branch manager. But it's it's not like a very small, like family owned. It's a bigger bank.
Right,
but
right.
Yeah, I like preferential treatment.
Oh, I do too. No, I mean,
like,
I have two different banks here. I have Bank America, another smaller regional bank called Regions. But even Regions, has like, I call it a mid-tier bank, when you try to get a business loan, they don't have it. So you want to try to have a bank. That's why I say you want to have the bigger banks. Okay. Another way you can start putting money in your pocket almost instantly is, guess what? Get out of your own way. Okay? Get out of your own way. Hire a bookkeeper. Okay? Let them do the bookkeeping. Okay, and here's a new one that came up with just a couple of days ago. There's competition that somebody said, oh, I can go to 1-800-accountant and they can do it a lot cheaper than me. You know what I said? Fine, bye, have a nice day. You know why? Because I'll guarantee you the prices that they quoted them that you're going to get, and don't get me wrong, when I'm saying this, they're going to get an offshore person who's going to do your bookkeeping. You're not going to get a live person. When you work with us, you're going to have a live person. You can call my office. We have a real office. I just remodeled it, so trust me. That's why my lighting isn't the greatest today, but we will fix that.
What else can we do, like, in general, on bringing more money in our business?
Can I tell you another good way to start bringing money in your business? Start doing video. Get permission and start doing reverse podcasting. Like I'm doing now. I am doing a reverse podcast, which I'm going to record later. A lot of times, I did this quickly right now. You at first ask permission first, and whoever the host is usually pretty happy if you say yes. And that now guess what? Now you're showing this on Facebook to your own tribe. How cool is that? I'm sure. How many people, Jennifer, would say, hey, can I take this and broadcast it to 14 other stations? What would you say?
Typically the answer is yes.
Right. Here's another one that I heard on how to start increasing your profits. So start making video. Just click the red button. Guess how you start the videos, Jennifer? I don't know how much video, but you do. But just click the red button. That's all you got to do.
F1.
Click the red button and you're there. Now, it might take a little bit of skill, but as part when you work with Coin Associates, part of our business part, we will show you how to click the button and we'll show you what you have to do. But it's clicking the button. That's all it is. I know how much you follow me on Facebook, right? I have videos up every day almost. Right? It's just clicking a button. It's all it is.
Click.
Click the button.
Oh my God, I love that. So on your free gift is Rapid Roads to Riches. What about that? Tell us more.
See, Rapid Road to Riches. If you go to CoreyBiz.com, everybody who's watching this, just go to CoreyBiz.com. We're going to show you my 9 tips. I use this every day. You know, I've used this. I use the same thing when I'm speaking on the business stages in Las Vegas, all over the world, and it's worked. You know, I built my business from just $10. Got that? I've been in business for almost 40 years. That's 4 times longer than most businesses.
Wow. So did everybody click the link? Did it work for you? Because, you know, we always have to make sure all the links work. Let us know. I clicked it and it looks like it worked just fine for me.
You get to
so
see
you have nine suggestions or tips. Is
that you
what
can do
it is?
almost instantly, yes.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Tell us more.
Well, part of some of the tips is it's very easy. One of them we started talking about, you know, don't do stuff yourself. Okay, just go out and do it. You know, part of, and don't go with the what's it called? Perilous from action or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Analysis paralysis, where you
Right.
just keep
See,
thinking about it.
I have never had that problem. You know, you know,
Go.
listen, you can't afford it, then go out and make the money to afford it. 2, you got to go out and meet people. Dude, I learned that a long time ago. The more hands you shake, the more money you're going to make. It's that simple. And guess what? It's not always about making the money on the first click. Another tip I always tell people is, I know the guy. You know, I used to get yelled at by my dad. My dad's from North Lebanon. And he used to say, Albert, what the blank are you doing? Telling these people all the tips to do. I won't say the S word. I say, Dad, relax. Because guess what, Jennifer? Guess what really happens? See, you might necessarily need me today, Jennifer. But you say, oh man, Corey just gave me some amazing tips. I don't need it because I'm independently wealthy. I can live on a rock. I don't have to do anything. However, my buddy Billy Bob, has 3 horses and he needs some help. Can you help him? And another rule is what I learned from Grant Cardone is somebody asks, can you help me? What do you think I always say?
Yes.
Thank you. And figure it out later. Because guess what? If I can't help them, maybe I'll find somebody who can.
Well, and in our community, we know a lot of people, right? And we know somebody who knows somebody who can provide that service or help with that problem.
Right. And here's another simple one, Miss Jennifer. And you see me around. I mean, we never saw each other in live, but you see me enough to go, right? Am I the same person off and on? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Because we talked private, I did your amazing webinar or podcast. And just be you. Don't try to sell anybody anything. I made millions of dollars by helping people. Just another one of my cool tips is I'll give you the keys to my kingdom. I'll give you the keys. Because guess what will happen, Miss Jennifer?
What?
Because the ones who open up the door, they're never going to come to you. The ones who get stuck, will come to you.
That's a little bit in lines. Years ago in my career, I was told that if you knowledge is power, right? Like if you know things, you're more powerful at an organization. And somebody gave a talk, a session, whatever, on give everybody everything you have and you know, because most of the time they're not going to use it anyway. And kind of early in my career, I thought, man, that can't be right. People are going to steal my stuff. And the bottom line is they typically don't, because they don't want it. And I'm ready to leave my career. I'm trying to teach people how to pull these reports that were critical. I couldn't give it away. I couldn't force them to do it. And I was like, I feel really bad leaving. Nobody knows how to do these reports in our region. I finally roped one person in, but give them the keys. Give them everything you've got. They're not going to incorporate it or use it until they come back to you to help them do it.
No, it's not even that. I take it one step further. Is that the ones that unlock the door, they're not coming to you anyways. It's the ones that get stuck, they're going to call you.
Yep. And say, please help.
Thank you. And it worked. Like I said, I've been in business for almost 40 years. You know, we're doing all this technical stuff, phones and YouTube, Facebook. But back in the day, I had the one system that if I tell you this, you're going to laugh. It was called the right foot, left foot system. Okay? It was a program that I learned early on. They've used right foot, left foot. It will help you make money. And by the way, that system works today. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's called passing out flyers. Going around and passing out flyers. What a concept. Right?
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
That's awesome. All right, so if you haven't grabbed Albert's free gift, grab that free gift. If you want a replay of all of the talks, be sure to make sure that you're upgraded to VIP. And I don't know who our next speaker is. Oh yeah, Nancy Forster, Color Your World with Joy, or Jana Groscott, Conquer Your Fears, Supersize Your Success. I will be hosting one of those. I don't know which one. It's going to be a surprise. Albert, as we wrap up so we can stay right on time, which is a big deal to me, what final thoughts do you have for our audience?
My final thoughts is make sure you go to CoreyBiz.com and get the 9 tips. You know, always self-promote. Rule number 1 is always self-promote. And number 2, just go out. First of all, thank you, Jennifer, and the people at Rocket Success for putting this on. And just go out and meet other people. You know, click the link and just start meeting people. And here's another great tip. When I'm coaching people, you know, and they say, oh, I don't have a podcast. Yes, you do. It's called Zoom. It's called get a free calendar link and start meeting people. That's it.
Meet the people, like the call.
That's it. That's it. The 2 simple ways.
I love it, Corey. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. And I love you posted in the chat. Thank you, Sherry Roberts. She really liked your information too. And Joanne commented in there, and Kamala. So we've had some great participants, and I love that chat. I love it when people write in the chat. Thank you, team. You can take us out, and we'll get ready for the next great speaker.
Thank you for joining us for another amazing session of the Positive Shift Summit. For recordings of all sessions, plus an amazing VIP gift bundle, upgrade to VIP now. If you have any questions or problems during the summit, email our support team at support@erfsummit.com. Stay tuned. We have another fantastic speaker coming right up.
Clear?